Your pet can't tell you they're stressed. They can't send you a text. They can't tap you on the shoulder and say, "Hey, I'm not okay." But they are communicating through their body, their behavior, and their daily habits. And most pet owners miss it completely. Today I'm going to change that. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what stress looks like in dogs, cats, birds, small animals, and reptiles, and more importantly, what you can actually do to help them. Before we get into the signs, I want to talk about why this matters so much. A lot of people think stress is just an emotion, something that goes away on its own. But chronic stress in pets causes real physical damage. It weakens the immune system, causes digestive problems, leads to behavioral issues, and in serious cases, it can shorten your pet's life. A stressed dog might start destroying furniture. A stressed cat might stop using the litter box. A stressed bird might pull out its own feathers. These aren't bad pet behaviors, they're distress signals. And once you understand that, everything changes in how you respond. How stress affects pets physically. Stress triggers the same basic response in animals as it does in humans. The fight or flight system kicks in. Cortisol and adrenaline flood the body. Heart rate goes up. Digestion slows down. The immune system dials back. In the short term, this is normal and protective. But when a pet is stressed day after day, from a noisy home, from loneliness, from a new baby or pet in the house, from pain they can't express, that constant state of alert starts to break things down. You might notice weight loss, diarrhea, skin problems, excessive grooming, or scratching. All of these can be rooted in stress. So the physical and behavioral signs are deeply connected. Keep that in mind as we go through each animal. Stress signs in dogs. Let's start with dogs, since they're the most common pet and, you'd think, the easiest to read. But dogs are actually masters at hiding discomfort, especially if they've been trained to be good. Here's what to watch for. Yawning when they're not tired. This is one of the most overlooked stress signals. If your dog yawns repeatedly during a vet visit, during training, or when a stranger approaches, that's not boredom. That's a calming signal. They're trying to de-escalate a situation they find uncomfortable. Whale eye. This is when you can see the whites of your dog's eyes. They turn their heads slightly away, but keep watching something nervously. It often appears when a dog feels cornered or uncomfortable with something happening near them. Lip licking with no food around. A quick tongue flick across the lips when there's nothing to eat is another stress signal. Watch for it in situations your dog seems uncertain about. Panting with no physical cause. Dogs pant to cool down. That's normal. But if it's not hot and your dog hasn't exercised, heavy panting can signal anxiety or pain. Tucked tail and lowered body posture. This one most people do recognize. A tail tucked between the legs, ears back, body low to the ground. Your dog is telling you they feel scared or threatened. Destructive behavior. Chewing furniture, shoes, or household items is a classic sign of stress, particularly separation anxiety. If it only happens when you leave, that's a major clue. Excessive barking or whining, especially when left alone or in response to specific triggers like thunderstorms, visitors, or other animals. Loss of appetite. A dog that suddenly isn't interested in food, especially one that normally inhales their meals, may be experiencing stress or underlying illness. Pacing and inability to settle. If your dog keeps circling, can't lie down comfortably, or keeps moving from room to room, something is off. And importantly, aggression or sudden behavior changes. A dog that snaps unexpectedly, especially one that never has before, may be communicating pain or fear. Never punish this. Investigate the cause. Stress signs in cats. Cats are famously hard to read, even for experienced owners. They tend to hide distress until it becomes serious. Here are the signals to look for. Hiding more than usual. Every cat has their spots, but if your cat is suddenly spending hours tucked behind the washing machine or under the bed and avoiding you, something's wrong. Changes in litter box habits. This is a big one. Peeing or pooping outside the litter box, going more or less frequently, or straining can all signal stress or a medical issue like a urinary tract infection. Always rule out health problems first. Over-grooming or under-grooming. Some stressed cats groom obsessively, creating bald patches, usually on their belly, inner legs, or lower back. Others stop grooming entirely, and their coat becomes dull and matted. Both extremes are red flags. Appetite changes. Just like dogs, a cat that stops eating, even for 24 to 48 hours, needs attention. Cats can develop a serious liver condition called hepatic lipidosis quite quickly when they stop eating. Excessive vocalization. Some cats become louder when stressed, yowling, crying, or meowing constantly, especially at night. Aggression toward people or other pets. If your normally calm cat suddenly starts hissing, swatting, or attacking, stress or pain is often the culprit. Flattened ears and dilated pupils. When a cat's ears pin back sideways like airplane wings, and their pupils go very wide even in normal light, they're in a high state of alertness or fear. Tail position. A tail tucked low or wrapped tightly around the body signals anxiety. A puffed up tail means they're feeling threatened. Spraying. Urine spraying, distinct from regular urination, is often a stress response, especially when there are changes to territory like a new pet, new person, or even new furniture. Stress signs in small pets. Small animals like rabbits, guinea pigs, and hamsters are prey animals, which means they are biologically programmed to hide weakness. In the wild, showing distress makes you a target. So with these animals, you have to be extra observant. Rabbits. A stressed rabbit may thump repeatedly. That's a warning signal. They may also freeze completely, grind their teeth, not the soft tooth purring when content. Loud grinding is pain or stress. Stop eating, or sit hunched in a corner with their eyes half closed. Rabbits that are frightened can literally die from the shock of a sudden scare, so a calm, consistent environment is critical for them. Guinea pigs. Guinea pigs are naturally vocal, so sudden silence can be a warning sign. Stress signs include chattering teeth, a warning to back off, freezing in place, hiding constantly, and loss of appetite. Because guinea pigs are so social, keeping a single guinea pig alone is a significant source of chronic stress. They genuinely need a companion. Hamsters. Hamsters are nocturnal and solitary, and many are kept in enclosures that are far too small. This alone causes chronic stress. Signs include bar biting, chewing on the cage bars obsessively, excessive digging at corners, aggression when handled, and repetitive behaviors like running the same route over and over, which is a stereotypy, a sign of a severely understimulated animal. Stress signs in birds. Birds are incredibly expressive if you know what to look for. They're also highly sensitive to changes in their environment. Feather plucking or destructive feather chewing is one of the most serious and visible signs of stress in birds, particularly parrots. It often starts on the chest and can lead to significant feather loss and even skin damage. This is usually a sign of loneliness, boredom, or anxiety. Screaming excessively. Some vocalization is normal. Constant loud screaming throughout the day is not. Biting more than usual. A bird that suddenly becomes nippy or aggressive may be scared, overstimulated, or in pain. Fluffed up feathers when not sleeping. Birds fluff up to stay warm or when they're comfortable, but a bird that stays fluffed throughout the day when it's not cold is likely unwell or stressed. rocking or repetitive movements. Swaying back and forth or repeating the same movement over and over is a stereotypy, similar to what we saw in hamsters, and indicates a bird that needs more enrichment and social interaction. Loss of appetite or changes in droppings. Both are red flags. Bird droppings tell you a lot about health. Very watery droppings or a change in color warrants a vet visit. Stress signs in reptiles. Reptiles are the trickiest to read because their communication is subtle and many people assume they don't have emotional states. They do. Here's what stressed reptiles show. Loss of appetite. This is one of the most reliable signs across all reptile species. A bearded dragon, gecko, or snake that refuses food for extended periods, especially combined with other signs, is telling you something is wrong. Darkening in color. Many reptiles visibly darken when stressed. Bearded dragons turn their beard black. Chameleons shift to dull, dark tones. Even some snakes lose their usual luster. Glass surfing. This is when a reptile repeatedly runs along the glass walls of their enclosure. It usually means the enclosure is too small, the temperatures are wrong, or they're distressed. Hiding constantly. While reptiles do need hides, a reptile that never comes out, even at feeding time, may be too stressed to feel comfortable in the open. Hissing, striking, or defensive postures. These are obvious threat displays, but they're worth noting. A reptile that is constantly defensive toward you hasn't been properly socialized or is in discomfort. Abnormal shedding. Retained shed, where old skin doesn't come off properly, can be caused by low humidity, but chronic stress also plays a role in poor shed cycles. Most common causes of pet stress. Now that you know the signs, let's talk about the most common reasons pets get stressed. Because fixing the root cause is always more effective than just managing symptoms. Changes in environment. Moving house, rearranging furniture, a new baby, a new pet, or even new smells can unsettle an animal. Pets are creatures of habit. Loud noises. Fireworks, thunderstorms, construction, loud music. Some pets are mildly bothered. Others are severely phobic. Loneliness and understimulation. This is the #1 cause of behavioral issues in pets. A dog left alone for 10 hours. A parrot in a cage with no toys. A guinea pig with no companion. Loneliness causes real suffering. Improper enclosure or environment. For reptiles, birds, and small animals especially. Wrong temperatures, wrong humidity, too small a space. Many commercial pet setups are too small by scientific standards. Health problems. Pain and illness almost always present as behavioral changes first. A pet that's suddenly stressed may be sick, too much handling, or the wrong kind. Some pets, especially reptiles and small animals, need time to build trust before they enjoy handling. Forcing interaction causes stress. Changes in routine. Feeding at irregular times, changes in your work schedule, a family member leaving. Animals pick up on routine more than we realize. What to do? So what can you actually do? Here are the most effective strategies. First, identify and remove the stressor if possible. If your dog is afraid of a specific sound, limit exposure. If your cat is stressed about a new pet, slow the introduction down. If your bird is lonely, increase time with them. Create a safe space. Every pet should have somewhere they can retreat to that's entirely theirs. A crate with a blanket for a dog, a high shelf for a cat, a hide box for a reptile. Never force a pet out of their safe space. Keep routines consistent. Feed at the same time. Walk at the same time. This predictability is genuinely calming for animals. Enrichment. Mental stimulation reduces stress enormously. Puzzle feeders for dogs and cats, foraging toys for birds, tunnels, and varied spaces for small animals. A bored pet is a stressed pet. Calm your own energy. Animals, especially dogs and horses, are highly attuned to human emotion. If you're anxious, they feel it. Approaching your pet calmly and speaking in a low, steady voice actively helps them regulate. For dogs specifically, products like adaptile diffusers, which mimic calming pheromones, or anxiety wraps like the Thundershirt, can help with mild to moderate anxiety. For cats, Fellaway diffusers serve a similar purpose. Gradual desensitization works well for phobias, slowly, over time, exposing your pet to the thing they fear at a very low intensity and pairing it with positive experiences. When to see a vet. And finally, when does stress become a vet issue? If your pet has stopped eating for more than 24 to 48 hours, see a vet. If you notice physical symptoms like weight loss, diarrhea, skin issues, or lethargy alongside behavioral changes, see a vet. If your pet is self-harming, feather plucking, over-grooming to the point of skin damage, see a vet. Vets can rule out underlying health problems, and many can refer you to a veterinary behaviorist for more serious anxiety issues. There are even medications for pets with severe anxiety, just like in humans. And sometimes that's exactly the right call. Never feel embarrassed to advocate for your pet's mental health. It's as real and as important as their physical health. Pets give us so much: companionship, comfort, joy, and often a reason to get out of bed in the morning. The least we can do is learn to listen to what they're telling us. If this video helped you understand your pet a little better, please hit the like button. It genuinely helps this channel grow and reach more pet owners who need this information. Subscribe for a new pet care video every week, and drop a comment below. Which sign surprised you the most? I read every single one. I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves and your pets.